So we are now here with Dolphins wide receiver now, Tyreek Hill. Already talking before we got the interview, saying we are out here interviewing the best team out here. So I mean, listen, it's okay to have a little, confidence. But I was watching you out there in practice. It looks like you have fireworks in your cleats. You're having your way out there against the Bucs defense. Can you describe in your own words how you feel like the Dolphins offense was going up against the Bucs defense today?
You know what? Tampa Bay is such a terrific team, well-coached team by Coach Bowles. So being able to have this opportunity to go against a great defense like that, helps a very young team, for us, So having Tua go out there, face a great defensive line, face a great secondary is great, So, yeah, man, we basically were just tired of going against our defense, So seeing new faces, seeing new looks, is definitely like eye-opening and definitely fun.
Definitely fun and eye-opening, but you were being very humble out here. Can you just describe how you feel like your one-on-one matchups have been going? Have some history with Carlton Davis. People were talking about that yesterday. How has that been going for you?
Like I say, man, I'm extremely blessed, for this opportunity, being, with the Dolphins, coming out here, being able to compete at the highest level with these guys, and actually work on my game. I feel like Carlton is definitely, one of the top premier young corners in this game. Obviously he just got paid, so
yes,
being able to go against him, being able to go against, other guys on this team, helps me and like other guys in our room. So, like I say, man, we're extremely blessed. We thank God for this opportunity, and we're gonna continue to work hard.
Well, Tyreek was getting off in the back corner or pockets of each of those end zones that I saw through this practice. And speaking of that, one of the things I saw you do is talk about the difference with Mike Daniels and the way he's, calling the offense and things like that. Right. Can you describe the ways in which you might be able to get off in this offense compared to where you came from?
You know what, I really, that's like a little too above my pay grade, I feel like,
Okay.
All I do is just go out there and, line up and play ball.
Relative to what you've seen so far, we know it's not the regular season.
Like I say, man, I'm going to just leave that up to coach to say. My job is to just go out there, play ball, make plays for this team and do whatever I got to do, so.
Yeah, and one of the things that you said, too, was just, you're a little bit tired going up against Xavien Howard in practice. You really am?
I really am, man. Going against X, man, like, it really helps us all out, man, because X can, like, really, like, switch it up a lot. He can get up in your face, man you up, and he also can get up in your face and give you that soft shell look, too, where he press and he back up, So X is really like a jack of all trades when it come down to, cornerbacks, man. Like, he's a man of many wonders, can do it all at the cornerback position. So, also the other guys, also, man, shout out to Noah, shout out to Keon Cross and Trill. So all of the guys really, man, have been doing such a phenomenal job, helping us, preparing us for moments like this to go against other teams.
Yeah, very self-aware in these answers so far. One of the things that you did was talk about your connection and chemistry with Tua, likening it to Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra. I wonder if you know, though, that their marriage only lasted 9 days. So is that the appropriate analogy, or should it be more like Jay-Z, Beyonce?
Nah, I feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce relationship ain't real, man. It's all
I
don't know the word I'm looking for. It's all a propaganda, but
okay.
But I feel like, Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman.
They had something real for 9 days?
They had something real for 9 days, man.
Okay.
So
all right, but
it was more intimate. So.
Oh, it was more intimate. I don't know how you know these details, but maybe you can just.
I have a source.
Oh, you have a source.
I have a special source.
Okay, I know something about sources as an NFL insider. I don't know if you're an NFL outsider with that information, but.
Come on, it needed to be said.
It needed to be said. Okay. So where would you how would you describe the connection with Tua right now outside of just the analogy of Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman?
Well, obviously, man, there's still work to be done, with our chemistry, but, that's why we have practices. That's why we have, walkthroughs, and that's why we have, special events for us to, get those bonding moments down, So we're going to continue to develop and continue to work and continue, to try to be one of the best, I wouldn't say duos, but trios in the league if you add J-Dub in there. So.
So who asked you to shout them out?
Shout out to Devin White, man. I was running him over all day.
Oh, running it.
Check the film. I and the Sky don't lie.
Okay, there you go.
I just told him.
Yeah, last couple questions. I have to ask you this because I used to run track for Carolina, and one of the things I noticed is that you have these thunder thighs. One of your thighs is like two of my thighs. So I have to ask you about this regiment where you get the swoop on the front and the back and the side and the inside, so I can know, so I can have my swoops when I'm doing my workouts.
My mama always told me, man, I got knees like Megan and I got thighs like her. So
Like Megan?
Yeah, Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh
That's,
my gosh, where are we
knees
going
like-
with this interview? Oh, is that what?
Knees
And I'm
like-
so sorry.
But yeah, I try so hard, man. You know, to like work on my hamstrings, work on my quads. You know, work on my IT band and stuff like that, man.
Yes.
Because when you play the wide receiver position, man, if you don't know, like we're gonna be running a marathon all day. Like you got to be able to run forever. You know, so the first thing that usually prevents us from running is usually our hamstrings, or we usually have knee problems or something like that. So during the off season, man, I continuously, grind those certain spots, to help me strengthen, those trigger points, man, so I don't have to worry about those lingering injuries.
Yeah, because one of the things they said at Carolina is always try to make sure your hamstring strength is equal to your quad strength as much as you can when you're doing the curls versus the extension. So I don't know. But anyways, one of the things that Mike McDaniel said is wanting to use all of his weapons potentially in the return game. That's something that you did as a rookie with the Chiefs. Talk about getting back to those punt return duties, Raheem probably being on the kick, and then Jalen Waddle getting some opportunities on both.
Man, you know what? I can't wait, man. Anyway,
Really? Not scared?
I'm not scared. Any way I can help this team win games, I'm going to do whatever I can, man, because, at the end of the day, man, the coaches, they get paid to watch film and see certain things. So if Coach McDaniels thinks that it's a great idea, to put me back there, I'm going to do whatever I can.
You're a prize asset, though.
There you go.
A lot of money in you.
I mean, I feel like
Returning can be dangerous.
I feel like I can do it, man. I'm the cheater, baby. That's what I
You
do.
the cheater. Okay. And listen, last one, you said that you were looking at the weapons on this team. You felt it was very similar, if not you had more potentially than what you came from. Right. Talk about the aspects as far as where this team can go relative to the weapons that you see here and the achievements that you had in Kansas City.
The sky's the limit for this team. Obviously, like, this team is very young, still learning. But each and every day is a climb. Like I tell the guys, man, look, man, we can't get comfortable with how we perform today, because we can have a great day today, so we can't come back tomorrow and then slack off a little bit. We got to continue to build on top of those days and continue to grind each and every day until we get to where we want to be. And in my head, we'll never get there, dog, because we're trying to reach a certain level where no team in the world, the world, Craig, the world can mess with the Miami Dolphins offense or the defense too, so.
Okay.
That's how we roll.
All right, well, we appreciate it. I already sound like a veteran voice for Cheat. I'm Josina Anderson. Back to you guys.
All right, we've got some notable preseason games this weekend. Of course, you'll see the Dolphins taking on the Buccaneers Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Also an exciting one going down on Friday. Trey Lance's debut as a starting quarterback with the San Francisco 49ers, who will face the Green Bay Packers.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.